Happy holidays, everyone, from our sponsor today, MeUndies, who's got comfortable, breathable fabrics to support you in the places you need support the most this holiday season. Offering you a wide variety with 20 different styles and over 100 different colors and prints, MeUndies definitely has what it takes to satisfy your underwear needs this holiday season. They also have a slate of comfortable loungewear including joggers, hoodies, onesies, and so much more. You can check it out now by going to MeUndies.com/4starbento and using the code 4starbento at checkout to get exclusive holiday deals all month long. They're very comfortable, very supportive, and super festive. Look at these kangaroos. It just makes you think winter. In Australia, maybe. I don't know.
Nick keeps trying to use the ad deals to try and get them to send more.
I like their underpants. I tried to get some of their holiday stuff to show off the holiday deals, but all they sent me were the kangaroos. And you know what? Fine. I like the kangaroos more. I got all sorts of designs to cover my nutsack. And if you're looking to fill out your gift sack, you can go to MeUndies.com/4starbento, use the code 4starbento at checkout, and get exclusive holiday deals all month long. You can hear the sleigh bells a-ringling. Or maybe that's just my balls.
It's important we always put something in an ad that they might say, please don't say that in the ad.
It's true. I'm gonna say the word fuck.
They actually don't seem to ever care
They
about
don't seem to care about that. Thank you, MeUndies, for not giving a fuck.
Sure, that's gonna be their new slogan. MeUndies, we don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck.
Wow, look at that. But not for too long. Don't dwell on it. But look at it. Sure is better off screen.
Actually, unironically.
1998 screensaver. So this one, I feel like more people are familiar with.
Yeah, definitely.
The Magic Begins, it's on Amazon. Like, you can just find this one. That's how we watched it.
Honestly, which was a really funny experience because I tried to find this one online, and yeah, no, we had to go through Amazon for this
You
one.
can only get the special Ultimate Edition re-release version. It is magical. Like, this one is also kind of like filled with charm, but it doesn't like, it follows that same general Dragon Ball story, but it seems to more combine Pilaf, Piccolo, and the Red Ribbon Army together.
Which a lot of the live action films just seem to want to do.
Kinda.
Which makes it makes a certain amount of sense. Just doing Pilaf is really difficult. There aren't a whole lot of like big cool enemies to fight, but the Pilaf saga is where you introduce all of the stuff.
Yeah, the Gathering, the Dragon Balls, the main villain with the two hench.
Yes.
That whole thing.
Yeah. This was a Taiwanese film. It came out in 1991. We watched the remastered version that actually came out in 2007. And it is certainly remastered.
Its visual effects are very dated, and for whatever reason, it chose to go to a like almost reboot-esque fight, like Lawnmower Man-ass CGI fight scene twice.
Yes. Like if they were gonna do anything. Oh, here we go!
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is what they did with the remaster. You think they went in and actually tried to hide other effects? No. Jesus Christ, this is...
Embarrassing? Terrible?
No, not, well, here's the thing.
So I have no idea who the production company was behind the remaster, the visual effects.
They were listed at the beginning. There was My Way Entertainment and
Yes.
Yes Films.
Yes. I don't know which one was responsible, but it was 2007, this whole...
Either way,
oh my.
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that like maybe the original without some of these over-the-top CGI effects was worse, but goddamn...
It made it hard to watch in places because, so the main villain of this is, do we even
Not hard to watch, hard to listen to.
Yeah, well, do we remember what the villain's name was?
No?
No?
Do you?
I remember that they just kept calling them the baddies,
The
entire
Look,
film.
Only 3 characters in this movie, to my knowledge, had a name.
Yeah, and one of them, like one of the girls,
We didn't get her name till the very end.
Her name is Jen Jen.
Jen Jen?
Jen Jen.
They call her Jade in the dub, or Jen.
Oh my God. Did you hear what Monkey Boy being Goku.
Yeah.
Did you hear what his father's or his grandfather's name was?
What did they call him? Sparkle.
Sparkle.
That's right. I know I heard that somewhere. Grandpa Sparkle.
So in this movie, Goku is Monkey Boy.
Yeah.
Gohan is Sparkle, Mr. Sparkle.
Mr. Sparkle.
Mutant Roshi is Turtle Man.
Turtle
which
Man.
Is, Kame said it's not too far
Oolong
off.
is Pig Wizard. Or just Piggy.
Or just Piggy. Bulma is
Sito.
Sito. Yamcha is Westwood.
Westwood.
And King Horn. Yep.
King Horn is the bad guy?
In fact, based off of King Gourmet. From
Interesting. Blood Ruby.
Blood Ruby. Yes.
Weird. This guy's got some real Joel Schumacher energy.
He has a real I can't understand a fucking thing he's saying energy.
I don't know exactly where they are, but we'll find them.
Seriously? What the fuck is he saying?
But either way, he has like a Star Wars-esque, like just 1980s sci-fi ass, Reb Brown ass movie sci-fi army, basically.
Yeah.
And he attacks the setting of Liu Kang's monastery in Mortal Kombat 1. Every time I see it, I legitimately think that that's exactly where Mortal Kombat 1, like those scenes are filmed.
Yeah. So I had never actually seen this film all the way before.
Really?
I'd only ever seen some, this is another instance where I've seen clips, I've seen videos, especially of the CG.
The CGs.
I cannot emphasize how bad the CG is. I would call it reboot, but I love reboot. It would be an insult to reboot.
It's like if you tried to put Beast Wars animation into like a live action film.
It's worse than that.
Some of the animal effects are I think you're overestimating how good Beast Wars looked.
Maybe just a little bit.
All right, I'm going now.
You won't get away!
I didn't kill you before, but oh God.
It also leans a little more into the, because they're called Piggy, Monkey Boy, they seem to lean more into the actual Journey of the West mythology.
Yeah.
In this, Goku, Monkey Boy, claims to be the great-grandson, the descendant of the Monkey King.
Yes.
So that happened in this world.
I think that's actually a really cool way to go about it. Well, I always loved, so fun fact about me, I could have done without Goku being an alien. I always, if you watch Dragon Ball from the very beginning, finding out he's an alien is this big plot twist. I don't know if it was ever that necessary. I think it was Toriyama just being like, okay, we need to take this off of Earth.
It's Toriyama loving sci-fi.
Yeah, that too. But it, also all right, we already have him fighting these demon kings. Let's go even crazier. Let's go off-world. And that's fine.
The demon kings are aliens.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it per se. But the idea of making him the descendant of the Monkey King to me is a really interesting way to go about that. I don't dislike that either. I don't it's an interesting way to handle it.
It very literally follows the Journey to the West sort of story, especially with who they meet, where, when, the type of characters, etc.
It is sort of interesting. The moment we meet Oolong, he actually looks closer to what he does in the original story. Mm-hmm.
More of an ogre pig.
Yeah, with a friggin' rake, which I think is. Again, like you said, they were definitely trying to be more like Journey to the West than Dragon Ball. And I don't know, it's a cool move.
Come back here, I'm just gonna rake you.
Oh God, damn it. Jesus.
He's a monster! Hut!
Little boy, keep out of this.
Fucking bum in the back, all men are pigs. Okay, I'm sorry, costume design in this movie is actually on friggin' point.
It's just weird that they blended Oolong with Mr. Popo. Another weird thing is that they translated Dragon Ball into Dragon Pearl, which I don't know what level of the production that happened at.
Yeah, I don't know if that was in the original film. It could be in the original film because looking at this, I think that this was inspired by Dragon Ball, but wasn't supposed to.
And then they gave it the Dragon Ball label once it became more popular.
So what I'm imagining happened was there was a dub that was released early on, the movie was probably still called Dragon Pearl when it was released in the States. I'd have to really look that
Or whatever
up.
its original name
There's
was.
not a lot of information on this, believe it. I mean, there probably is, but I'd have to take a lot of time to find out.
Again, I'd rather just talk about it than look it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball, that it was only ever given that name specifically when Funimation licensed for the remaster.
Maybe. Who
So-
knows? But it is another case of, it's very charming in a lot of ways. Because you can tell, again, there's a lot of wire fu. Some of it's pretty good, some of it's, yeah. But the cinematography, obviously you can see that there is way more budget than the Korean film.
Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah, like completely ignoring the remastered special effects. They had huge sets. They had really good costumes. The costume design in this movie.
Dynamic camera work
Yeah.
a lot more often. Very good prop work. I actually really liked Goku, Monkey Boy's staff.
Yeah.
Like they had different versions of it for different sizes and
The Turtle Hermit lives in an actual house instead of a
cardboard cutout.
yeah.
To be fair, everything about this Roshi was way better.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Significant.
He fucking ate. I loved him. His little like walk.
Yeah, his walk,
dances, his like he is a vibe.
yeah.
Come here, bad cloud. Why is this dock like this?
He had major Jim Carrey energy. Like we saw that.
By the way, upon reflection, so King Gourmet in the original film had a lackey. One was a woman and one was a man. I think this is literally just an adaptation because there was also Pansy, the girl whose village gets destroyed at the very beginning. Oh my God, this is just a remake of that film specifically.
To be fair, Dragon Ball had always been eating its own tropes. So
Yeah.
for like just taking its own tropes for its movies.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just realized that's really funny now that I think about it.
It is interesting that would be the specific source material.
And that's also the movie where Bulma substitutes or
Again,
Oolong-
I still think that happened in the anime.
Oh, yeah. How come I'm so stupid? I'll change right now.
Oh man, I'm gonna go home.
right.
I'm kind of.
It's me. It's me. 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 Me.
Nailed it.
Honestly, not the least convincing.
I mean, he's working it.
I'm pretty sure there's a part in the anime
Like
where
where Oolong transforms into Bulma to trick Roshi. I swear that happens in the anime.
I swear that happened in one of the movies.
Well, I'm sure it did
Yeah.
as well.
But yeah. Anyway, point being, it's the exact same thing too because she shows him her top, her boobs.
Yeah, tits
So,
out.
yeah.
And Roshi's all about that life.
Yeah.
Then he has sexolepsy and he just like flops down on the ground.
Oh, I finally really lived.
Don't touch me, I'm gooning.
Oh, yeah.
Again, a lot of charm. Roshi, Turtle Man, amazing. Monkey Boy, very well cast. Like, as far as live action Gokus go, probably the closest we've gotten to the look. I know the Korean kid was younger, which fits in that way, but the person playing Goku in this was, like,
Yeah,
they really looked the part.
Yeah. So his name is like I think he goes by like Charles Chen nowadays. Grew up handsome. Like yeah. I looked up some pictures afterwards. He grew up. Not that he's like bad looking in the film, but I think he's like what 15 maybe.
Hard to say. Like, so many, like, Westwood, he looked 12.
I know. The only thing that made me think that Westwood wasn't a kid is like that mustache.
Yeah,
he-
that sort of shadow that he had on his face.
Yeah. Which yeah.
He just looked he had such baby face.
He looks so young, and so Westwood, as we said, is supposed to be
Yamcha.
the Yamcha of this, and very interesting interpretation for Yamcha.
I feel like they had to combine him and Krillin in a way where it's like
I'm not sure I got any Krillin. If I had to be
not
honest.
really, but
The closest thing is that they're. No, actually, I don't know.
they're both basically rival-ish characters, and they both go to Roshi.
You know,
That's
one of these days, in one of these live action adaptations, we're gonna get a Krillin.
Someday.
I pray because again, I still firmly believe that before I'm dead, we're getting another live action.
We've
Dragon
never
Ball.
gotten a live action Krillin in a movie. Isn't that crazy?
It's a little weird. Like, I kind of understand. So I sort of understand it because, like we said before,
If you're telling a limited story, he would be kind of a superfluous character if you have Yamcha, who, like, you know, if you need somebody for Bulma.
Yeah,
Krillin's not fitting that.
Yamcha fulfills two roles. One, he can be somebody to kind of play off Goku. Like, he can sort of be a rival. And two, yeah, he's a love interest for Bulma specifically because Goku, if he's ever going to have a love interest, is going to be Chi-Chi. So having Krillin there, yeah, there's kind of no purpose if you're telling like this one narrative story, especially if you're trying to start in the beginning where you're introducing the Dragon Balls because Krillin doesn't show up until after the Pilaf arc.
Yeah.
So, but still, it is a little weird with no Krillin. But that being said, this film, the action's kind of whatever, if I had to be honest. It's not like bad.
Oh no, it's not jaw-dropping or anything like that. And due to the fact that there is more budget, for some reason the action has less charm than the Korean one in my mind.
Yeah, huh?
Like it's again, I feel like they're probably of the same scale. If not, this one actually probably has better action in general. But something about it just doesn't hit the same.
I think part of it comes down to the overuse of the wire work.
Maybe.
They didn't actually have a whole lot of like
Actual ground
choreography,
hand-to-hand, yeah. And there was a lot of lasers and guns.
yeah. Oh, there. Oh,
A lot of gun.
Oh wow.
A lot of gun.
Where the fuck you come from?
Whoa.
Oh no!
I think she's got my favorite design in the movie so far.
She's working that outfit.
Yeah, that. Honestly, it is super 80s in the best fucking way.
And there's Mr. Freeze the Terminator over here.
Right? I was gonna say, when I was talking about the outfits earlier, like the costume designs, Bulma's got some fits in this movie.
Never misses.
Yeah, like from the moment she shows up to the very last scene, she just eats. She eats so much.
Shows
When
up
we were watching-
looking like Tifa.
looking like Cowboy Tifa. Then she looks like Aerith. Then she wears this red dress. Summer.
She wears like a Hawaiian bikini, like a Polynesian sort of two-piece with like a skirt on it.
And then she ends on the Ada Wong. And all of them look so good. I don't know. I don't know why it caught my eye so much, but honestly, like I was saying earlier, the costume design in this film, save Westwood, is really good.
Yeah, he shows up looking all Clint Eastwood.
Yeah,
Then
honestly.
then he rips it off, and he's just in this like white prince attire.
Yeah, he looks like a prince.
Like he's supposed to be this dirty, lives in the desert bandit, and he's wearing this flawless white and gold getup.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird choice, and it makes me wonder if they're referencing very specifically to his character from
Journey to the West.
And if that's the case, then I get it. But also, it's a weird choice. It's a choice.
And the fact that like he probably has the worst hair in this entire movie, and that includes Piggy, who has a bowl cut and a rat tail. Like his fucking skunk hair into the rat tail just looks awful. It looks like he has a dead marmot on his head.
I think it's a bowl cut on the top, actually.
On him? No, it's a fucking like big bushy. Like Piggy had the bowl cut.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about West.
I'm
I'm talking about Westwood.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a choice.
It is.
Also, a choice was basically making Poir a parrot,
Yeah.
which
I'm sorry. The White was it? It called itself the White Witch.
Be quiet! My brother will never lose to your master.
Don't be so sure. My master's very powerful. My master will win. My master will win. My master will win.
My brother will win. My brother will win. My brother will win. My brother will win. My brother
True battle of wits. Birds talking a lot.
I wish it would not.
The audio quality, even in the ADR, peaked the shit out of the mics constantly.
Okay,
And
so-
they could not enunciate, like whatever quality control they had on the master recording did not hold up to the test of time, because you lose a lot of consonants, and Jesus Christ, you cannot understand a word the evil guy says.
For the first third of the movie, he actually balances out a little bit in the second half. But in the first third, you cannot hear this motherfucker. It is like, I actually instantly got pissed because, so one of the things that they do in this remastered version is every time this son of a bitch is on screen, his eye glows, or or there's electricity on his horns, and every time they play a fucking sound effect,
really loud, louder than the louder than the dialogue.
Yeah, he'd be talking like, "Oh, the Dragonball."
The dragon pose. The seven dragon.
Fucking kill me.
I will have the wish and the sing above and
Like he has like a minute long expository soliloquy.
And we couldn't make it out.
Like, luckily we understand the story already. He didn't need to say shit. But
honestly, there's a part of me that was like, do we need to turn on some fucking subtitles right now?
Might have. Oh. It's real bad. It's red brick or orange brick 17 levels of dialogue bad.
Honestly, so also, I wasn't paying too close of attention to the music in the first part of the movie. I mean, I picked up some tracks actually sound like they're almost directly from the original.
Yeah, they sound very Shikachi inspired.
Shikachi?
I don't know, what's his name? Kikuchi.
Yeah, Kikuchi. But like, I didn't pay attention to the quality much in the first half. Suddenly in the second half, the music gets a little bit louder, and holy shit, what happened? The quality of it drops so much, it sounds like it's being played out of a radio right next to my ear.
Yeah, well, that was one specifically, and it felt like a really old recording. Like,
yeah.
They had this in the archive somewhere, or maybe it was part of the original score or something, because it was really tinny, and it sounded like it was recorded on like really old vinyl. I can't tell if he said it or not, but...
Well, there goes that set.
Bye, Kame House. Jesus Christ. Is that recorded on a fucking phonograph? Overall, I don't think that hurt the quality of this movie. For like, in general, look, you're going into this knowing that you're not watching masterpiece cinema.
I know, yeah.
Like, you're going into this because it is a ridiculous Dragon Ball movie.
And it's got some ridiculous moments too.
It does.
Honestly, it's not as, okay, in terms of stuff that made us pop off, less than the Korean film.
Way less.
Yeah, because the Korean film is just wild.
So wild.
But this one feels just more like a traditional kind of like adaptation that's being a little bit loose with it. But there are some scenes. Fucking the moment they attack.
The climax?
Yeah, the climax starts. We start off with Oolong dressed
running
as Rambo.
Across a bridge, going full Hambo on them, throwing grenades, catching like dozens of bodies.
Rambo!
Go big!
Hambo!
Hambo!
Oh my God!
Oolong catching bodies!
Sorry, I don't know Kung Fu, but I know Gun Fu.
Guys, guns are really good at stopping a fight.
Both of the henches are killed by guns.
I know, like, well, no. One is killed by a gun. The other one is
killed
killed by a
bazooka.
goddamn grenade launcher. Like, it's insane. Bulma. So, like, when...
Boom! You're terminated.
Yeah, like...
Terminator, Mr. Freeze looking ass.
We exploded at that. Because, like...
It's the entire top half of that mannequin just go boom!
Yeah. Like, good Lord.
Like, it's that shit that makes stuff like this charming. That I love. Those moments of like, whoa, that's the direction they went.
Yeah.
That and some of the dialogue takes.
Oh, God.
Very specifically, some of the dialogue
I did
takes.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it! Yeah, I found it!
That's the take.
Really works.
Right.
We're home that way. Yeah.
There are a lot of, that's the take you went with, huh? Man, we had a lot to go through. That one's good. Just keep moving.
When it comes to, oh man, live action dubbing back in the day. Live action dubbing
Live and
nowadays.
yeah, it's still.
Yeah, it's still got its struggles.
I love doing it. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun. But man, like, I would not watch it.
We've done a couple of films. I was in the dub for Train to Busan.
We both were.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you were. Nice.
Sir, if you can't produce a ticket, I'm afraid you'll have to be escorted off the train at the next station.
Lieutenant Min,
Mr. Su!
we're in Daejeon. Thanks.
Is everything okay there? I can't contact my men.
What?
Are you safe?
We didn't get Turtle in this movie.
We didn't.
We
There
only
was
got-
no turtle, but
yeah.
like Roshi did a lot of turtle shenanigans. We kind of got turtle with Roshi's weird turtle face at the beginning for no reason.
That
before he
was.
started
I
his
don't know.
morning
What was
dancing.
that about?
No clue. I think they were just like, why not?
Also, we do get Quintone in this. It is a pure white cloud in this one, and it looks terrible. It looks very bad.
It's just a big, fluffy after effect.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looked like originally. Probably wasn't that, but it sure existed.
Yep.
It's like, it did give us old man yelling at Cloud though.
Yes. Oh my God.
Actual old man yelling at Cloud. Roshi cusses that sucker out. It is a fun time. Like everything that makes it charming is also kind of what makes it bad. Is the thing. Like the Battlestar Galactica ass, like Lawnmower Man spaceships, the weird CGI.
Honestly, so a little bit of BTS over here. We originally had one of the DVD releases of the film,
Like the original cut.
from Taiwan or Thailand.
Taiwan.
Yeah, Taiwan. And the thing was, it looked terrible.
Oh, it was a postage stamp even on the screen we were watching it on.
Yeah, and it just kind of felt wrong because we were like, well, this isn't the one that most people in the States have actually probably seen.
Or have access to.
Or have access to.
So we watched the remaster, the Ultimate Edition.
But there's a part of me that still wants
Kind of wants to just go back and look at some of the. I mean, we can splice in some of the differences if there are any.
Actually, yeah, nice. Split in some of the differences. We may not know what they'll look like, but at least the people at home will get to see.
Sorry for the extra work.
Yeah, sorry for the money that we're going to pay you to do your job. I know, honestly.
Wow, way to sound like an asshole.
I know, no, yes, absolutely, yes. That is what an asshole says, to be absolutely clear.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the differences were or if they made it better or worse in terms of like how cheesy it looked.
Yes, that's the dragon. Wow, look at that.
You are all only granted one wish. So what do you wish for? You must tell me now.
But the whole plot of the show, like, I feel like the entire plot of this thing doesn't really matter. Because the plot only happens at the beginning and the end. The dragon pearls get stolen from them eventually. And it's just like, the entire thing, we're all going to the same place no matter what.
Yeah.
Because you need to get all of them.
And it's sort of interesting because how we get from place to place feels a little disjointed.
It's mostly just cuts to them riding on a different vehicle and ending up at a place, and sometimes just them being at a place, which is fine. You don't need the transition sometimes.
Also, fucking Dragon Radar.
Yeah, it shows up at the beginning. We're introduced to the concept of it, and then Sito never uses it again.
In moments where it would have made total fucking sense.
Yeah.
And it feels like, so you know what I think it was, by the way? I think some point in the production, they were like, they probably planned another way to get a Dragon Ball, right? There was probably more to it, and they realized our budget is fucked right now. We're gonna just make sure the pig has it. And the pig cannot have it and her still use that Dragon Radar because she would have known.
Yeah. So they go to like Grandpa Sparkle's place after he got attacked and a Looney Tunes ass fight.
Yeah.
Which I think the Looney Tunes ass aspect of a lot of these fights does it a lot of credit and actually gives it some of that Dragon Ball flair where it's more of an action comedy sort of vibe.
I always personally believe that Kung Fu Hustle, a Dragon Ball movie like that would have been perfect. Absolutely no notes. Fucking absolutely 100%.
Yeah, Dragon Ball with that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could feel that. Fingers crossed, who knows. But he gets taken, or he disappears, as does his Dragon Pearl. And Sito's first thought isn't, oh, right, I have a radar for this. It's just like, oh, those guys were going back west.
Yeah, it's like, oh, they were coming from the west. They'll have to go back that way. Woman, why? Why would they have to go back? What if they're like, okay, now we got to keep going east or south or north to find the next one?
Furthermore, they had to travel from the west to get to Sparkle's house. Why didn't they run into him on the road that way? I don't whatever. Either way, she's right. Yep. So that's basically it. They're chasing the bad guys. The bad guys are trying to find the dragon pearls. And every 20 minutes or so, they'll show up and take another one from them.
Yeah.
Until it's time for the climax. Which doesn't really do the movie itself justice, but that's all the story is.
Yeah. But yeah, the sound balancing for this movie is non-existent. Whoop. Could you actually hit them, please?
Oh, monkey!
Hey, so this is weird.
Oh, okay, anybody else got a plant?
You all right? Ow. Stay where you are.
He's my husband.
Master,
I'm begging you. Please help my grandpa.
Poor Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy gets a couple of fights in the entire film, but it never feels like he really gets a chance to like have a real fight with anybody besides Westwood.
Yeah, and all those kind of come out as a draw.
Yeah.
Like every fight he's in comes out as like, I don't think he wins a fight except against Piggy.
Yeah, and like when it comes to what's his face, King Horn. Yeah, he gets the final shot by using his Yoibo, which good move. Like honestly, that's a cute way to do it.
Fun practical effects work too.
But yeah, like he kind of feels not secondary to the story, not secondary at all. But it doesn't feel like he gets to do.
He doesn't feel like Goku in the way that he's not resolving problems.
Yeah,
like he gets the win in, but it's not his win. If anything, Sparkle and Turtle do more
work. Yeah.
Push him back. And ultimately, his undoing was the fact that he just decided to eat all the dragon pearls, and the dragon blew up from inside of him.
Which,
that dragon, oh boy. Such a marvelous 1990s screensaver.
Yeah, I am.
He's beautiful. His eyes, his beautiful eyes. My boy. That's my Shenlong. The one that sounds like a sleepy Muppet.
The actor friend's just a guy.
He sounds like who's the actor that plays the the sweater in oh god, what the fuck is that hormone monster show?
Big Mouth?
Yeah, the dude that plays the comfort sweater, the depression sweater.
Oh, the guy who talks like this.
Oh, it's okay, little guy. Man. Yeah, he sounds just like that. I'll grant you a wish. Here you go. Everybody's back to life. Now I'm off to, I don't fucking know. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching the movie. It was a good time that we all had on this adventure. Bye! That's him. That's what he sounds like. He sounds so kindly and nothing.
He is
a bowl of warm pudding.
Yeah.
That is what he is.
It's weird. It's a weird movie. It's not a bad movie. Honestly, it's not bad. It's not good.
No. But it's not good in a great way.
Yeah.
But still not the same great that was that. Like, look, as horribly edited, this one was much better edited than the Korean movie. Honestly, better written too. But
no, literally everything about this movie.
Better. Yeah. On a scale. But I think when we're talking about good, bad movies, you hit that hump, that part of the hump there, and all of a sudden it's like, yeah, no, this is just kind of like, it's leaning into just kind of bad territory.
The thing is, you have to, if the quality gets higher, it makes it harder for it to be a good, bad movie. Mm-hmm. The only way to balance that out is the quality gets higher, but so does the outlandishness.
Yeah.
It needs to get crazier with the ideas. And this one's ideas get a little crazy.
Yeah, it definitely had some moments that you pop off. Again, I think Roshi is just a genuine highlight of this movie.
Yeah, he's got energy.
That actor fucking ate.
And I'm so glad we never see his eyes.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
And but it never hits that
turtle throwing fins level of what the fuck is happening, let's fucking go.
Yeah, no, that will forever like stay in my heart.
That's there now. We can forget all of the bad edits, the long weird ass takes.
Yeah.
So while this one is much more concise and easier to access, I do think this is a good bad movie night movie if you have Dragon Ball fans in your
100%.
bad movie friend group. But yeah, it is weird that I feel like we're going on a gradient, because next time we're going to be watching the live-action Dragon Ball movie that I am most familiar with, probably more so than most of the production crew. I've seen this movie, I hope, more than anybody else on this planet.
Because you made a riff track.
And odds are a lot of my quips are going to be motor memory of that.
Yeah, probably.
For Dragon Ball Evolution! Next time
on Dragon Ball
at the movies. Right?
Yeah. Dragon Ball's
Sure. One more of those.